And I would assume that there is some people back in Sioux Falls, South Dakota right now watching this link, this live feed, since this is brought to you by Bruce Hoyer. This is Sam Garrett out of Next Edge.
Be fighting Marshall Martin out of Fargo, North Dakota, whose record doesn't really indicate how good he really is. 19-13 record, but Marshall is way better than his record shows.
Definitely, the Martin brothers are got a name for themselves. There's Mr. Bruce Hoyer himself.
Imagine if you train there Next Edge with Bruce Hoyer, your jiu-jitsu's got to be pretty good.
Definitely.
Marshall's got a good boxing background, wrestled in high school, has some really good jiu-jitsu. His only downfall, I'd say, the reason his record is what it is he tends to fight off emotion too much and maybe not pick the right tool for the opponent, the particular opponent he's fighting. So let's see what he does here.
Yeah, didn't both Marshall and Sheldon start out in boxing?
Yeah, I don't know if they started wrestling first or boxing first, but definitely did both growing up. Marshall tends to have reach on almost anybody he's fighting and has real good jab, real good 1-2. So, he just needs to not play to his opponent's strengths. Marshall's good everywhere, but he doesn't need to prove that. He just needs to
play smart, not play with that emotion.
Garrett's given up a lot of experience, at least on paper. South Dakota, even though it's sanctioned, that's a pretty recent thing, so he may have a lot more fights than he shows. But Marshall's got quite a few fights, a lot of experience.
Here we go, start our round number one.
I didn't see if Garrett came out southpaw, but he's southpaw now, that's for sure.
shot, overhand right.
Oh, almost had a power guillotine there. So Garrett brings it back to full guard. Imagine he's got something off his back, though, training with Bruce. Marshall postures up there, lands a right. Oh, looks like he's going for a heel hook there. At least setting it up. Garrett with a good dump.
Nice double leg dump.
Nice job, Marshall using the cage.
Trying to utilize that neck crank into a power guillotine.
I don't know if he's got an arm in there. Yeah, arm's in there, but either way, long arms like Marshall's, it doesn't much matter if he gets it locked. You hear Marshall's corner telling him let that go and throw some hands instead.
Nice little flurry.
I'll take arm sitting there for Marshall if he wants it.
Got a little tangled mess here. Oh, coming out the back. He's got his arm. He's getting chipped. He got around.
Back to their feet.
Nice little exchange there.
Oh, Marshall dives in with a knee, lands that pretty cleanly. Garrett's tough. Didn't even rattle him.
Marshall seems to be playing it pretty smart right now.
I don't know if you watched Bellator last night and inspired to throw head kicks. Oh,
definitely. With Mr. Rickman throwing that, 23-second TKO?
Yep. Marshall's going for the Sakuraba Kimura there. Marshall once again using the cage to get back up, or at least in the progress of it. Oh. Not legal elbows, Mr. Wald.
12-6, Mr. Wald.
Only 15 seconds left here in this round. See if Marshall gambles off his back here. Nothing to lose. Always a good idea to throw something up if you're on your back at the end of the round.
Put some of those elbows, especially his nice sharp elbows, right to those head. That was the end of round one.
Not sure how the judges look at that round, but you know, they're human, and everybody tends to remember what they saw most recently, and what they saw most recently was Marshall on his back. So can't tell you what they put on their paper, but
yeah, it's always hard. So hard to figure out what the judges are going to do, because you've seen so many decisions and So many different fights go completely different than what the fan or the observer in the audience sees.
Dane Sayers will be fighting later tonight in Marshall's corner. Yeah, Garrett, even giving up as much experience as he is on paper, looks pretty composed, doing a really good job.
Here we go for the round number 2.
Marshall throwing another high kick, third one he's thrown here.
Switch here.
Yeah, good job, Garrett, reversing that in top control. See what he does with it.
See him utilize some of that Bruce Hoyer knowledge.
Exploding up, looking to get out of that.
Nope, he's sinking. He wants to sink in the hooks.
Got one in there. Can't see the other side.
Not good. He's sunken in. Oh, something happened there that I did not see.
Quick tap. Must have been tight.
Even from the angle that we had, I did not see anything that quick. That was pretty fast. It had to have been.
Yeah, he set that up real quick. Good job, Sam Garrett. Impressive win.
Utilizing that Bruce Hoyer BJJ. Mr. Sam Garrett.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the results of our third fight of the evening. At 144 in the second round, by rear naked choke. Fighting on the red corner, Sam Garrett. Congratulations, Sam. It looked like you were having a fight on the mat tonight. You wanted to do a little work on the ground. I feel good. He's a very good fighter. He took him to the round. I think he did all right. What do you think, Rob Ramsey?
Not a whole lot to say out of Mr. Sam Garrett.
Congratulations. It's top order first. I'll tell you that. All right, it's top order first. Intermission of the evening. 15 minutes. Thanks again to the host, Sports Bar Casino, Buffalo Wild Wings, Patriots out of life, and